Hello my dear students, I am your new maths teacher. So from today onwards, I shall teach you mathematics. Okay. So today we shall start a new chapter of your second evaluation course, that is chapter number 9, and the name of the chapter is decimals. Now we shall learn what is decimal. That means simply we can say a decimal is the way of expressing a fraction. A decimal is the way of expressing a fraction. Now if I take an example, you see 5.8. It's a decimal fraction. So now if I then what to say, I can convert it into fraction like that, 58/10. So that's the definition says. That means decimal is the another way of expressing a fraction. So I have just converted into fraction. So how I have converted this, we will learn in this chapter, and we will practice in exercise 9a. Okay, before that, one thing I will discuss, what are like decimals and what are unlike decimals. So suppose if I take an example like, you see 5.27, 1.13, then 9.48. So in this decimal fractions we can see after decimal there are 2 digits. You see there are 2 digits. In every one there are 2 digits. So you can say that these are like decimals. These are what? We can say these are like decimal. Now what is unlike? Suppose 18.21, 9.013, 28.3. So you can see after decimal here it is 2 digits, here 3 digits, and here 1 digit. So these are called unlike decimals. Unlike decimals. Unlike decimal. So now we shall discuss, or we will discuss how we read a decimal fractions or a decimal number. Suppose I write an example 27.87. So you cannot read these decimals as like 27.87. It will be what? Wrong. You should read after decimals, you should read like that 27.87. 27.87. If you read as 27.87, then it will become wrong, isn't it? So, and before decimal point, whatever the numbers you will get, this portion is called the integral portion. This portion you will call it as integral portion. Integral portion, on we can say that integer, whole number, whole, and this part we call it as decimal part. Decimal part. Okay. Now you come to exercise 9A, that is page number 78. Now let us practice from exercise, then we will understand more. We will get different questions and we will solve them. Now come to exercise 9A. Number 1, write the integral and decimal parts of the following decimal fractions. So as I said earlier, what you see, the first question is given what? The first question is given 10.7. 10.7. 10.7. Here it is point 10.7. So obviously before the decimal whatever will be, it will be the integral part and this part will be the decimal part. I said earlier also, after decimal whatever the digits will be there, that will be the decimal part, and before the decimal whatever the digits or the numbers will be there, we call it as integral. So for question number 1, you can like that, integral you can write like integral part equals to what? Only 10, and decimal part will be what? 0.7. And one thing you remember, you can add 0 also here, no problem. Suppose 0.7, 0.7, these are same. That means we can add 0 on the either end sides of a decimal fractions. We can add on the either end sides. That means not in the middle part, on the either end sides of a decimal fractions. On the either end sides. That means suppose this is a number 286.286. If I add 0 also here, then this 0 will not change the value of this decimal. If I add 0 also here, then also no problem. And we add zeros on the either end sides sometimes to make it as equivalent fractions or like fractions. We add zeros on the either end side to make it as what? This like like decimals or equivalent decimals, right? So for number B, you can write like that, integral part. In place of integral, just I am writing I. You write the full word integral part. Just I am writing I, but you write fully integral part. So I equals to what? That means for number B, it is given, the question is given, what you write first the question, 2.68. So here I can write what is the integral part is 2, and decimal part will be what? 0.68. Now come to C. Now come to question number C. It is given what? 50.045. 045. You cannot read as 45. As I said earlier, we should read after decimals, we should read like that 045. We cannot read as 45. Okay, so 50.045 we will write as like this. Integral part will be what? 50. We can say this 50, but we will say this part as 045. You just give 0.0045. So that is the answer of question C. Now come to D. D what written? You see 175.6735. 175.6735. Let me check once. 175.6735. Now here the integral part will be obviously this one before. This part is written before the decimal. So 175 is the integral part and the decimal part will be what? 6735. 6735. Okay. Now come to question number E. Let me wrap the first portion. You see question number E. $1,050. That means 1,000 what? 50. 1050.12725. 12725. So obviously this part will what? Become integral part. That means I can write integral equals to what? 1050 and decimal part will be what? 12725. So that is all the answers of question number 1. Now come to question number 2. Write as common fractions. That means the numbers are given in the decimal. We should convert it into the fractions. So you see how to convert the decimal into the fractions. I will show how to convert. So look at the board. So look at the board carefully. You see 2a, what written? 0.32. 0.32. You should give the point in such a way that so that anyone can identify. Zero point 0.32. So you see, you can convert like that. You see how many digits are there after the decimal. That means 2 digits. So you can write like that. The numbers of digits, digits, the number of digits after the decimal point, equals to how many? 2. Then we'll put 20. For each digit we'll put 10. Okay. The number of digits in the decimal part after the number of digits after the decimal point, or you can say the number of digits after the decimal part, point or part, anything you can say. In the decimal part, that means this one, and for point you just put 1. You should always put 1. It is fixed. You should put 1 for point, and after point there are 2 digits, so we'll put what? 2 zeros. If 3 digits, then 3 zeros. If 1 digit, then 1 zeros. Okay. Now we can write. Therefore, the denominator will be, first we will make the denominator. We know that in a fractions there are 2 parts. First is the numerator and another is the denominator. So first we will make the denominator, then we will write the numerator. So first we are going to make what? Denominator. Therefore denominator will be denominator equals to what? We can write this one. This will be the denominator. And numerator will be just, you see, look at the question 0.32. You just omit this point, then it will become what? 0.32. And 0.32 we can write directly what? 32. So it will be what? 32. 32. Therefore fraction equals to what? 32 by 100. Oh sorry, you don't put here 32, you don't put here 32, just so denominator will be 100, therefore fraction will be what? 100 by 32, as I said earlier. You cannot put to say here 32, I have just corrected, you make correction at your copy. So again I will tell how to convert it into fractions. You look at the board carefully and listen my sayings. Okay, first of all you see how many digits are there after the decimal point. After the decimal point you see there are 2 digits. So write the number of decimal points, the number of digits after the decimal point equals to what? 2. So we will put 2, and for point we always put what? 1. For point we always put 1, and there are 2 digits, so we will put 2 zeros. Okay, then this will become the denominator of the particular fraction. So therefore I wrote what? Denominator equals to 100. Therefore the fraction will be what? This is the denominator we found earlier, and numerator you just look at the question. If you omit this point, then it will look like what? 032, and 032 means what? We can write directly 32, so I wrote 32. So that is the required fractions of 0.32. So as like this one, you can do question number B. Okay, now I am doing question number B. Everything you can do at your home also, you just practice. Okay, question number B you see. Question number B what? 0.456. 0.456. 0.456. So we will write the numbers of digits, the numbers of digits after the decimal point, equals to how many? For decimal we will put 1, and there are 3 digits, so we will put 3 zeros, and this will be the denominator of the fraction. Therefore denominator will be what? Therefore denominator will be what? 1000. That means 1000. Sorry, you don't give 1000. Therefore fraction will be what? So this is the denominator, and just we will put what? Point, then it will become what? 0456. Then simply we can say that 456. That means 456. That means 456 by 1000. So that is the fraction. Now come to question number C. So you just write like this. Just I am changing the value. You just write fully. You see what is the question number C written? 0.092. So the numbers of digits after the decimal point will be what? After the decimal point will be what? For point we will put 1, and for this we will put 3 zeros. Then the denominator will be what? 1000. So fraction will be what? 1000. If we omit this 0, then will become 0092. So directly we can write what? 92. So that is the answer of C. Now come to D. 0.456. 0.5041. 0.5041. You write fully, just I am what to say changing the value here, but you write fully at your copy, isn't it? You write fully, don't rub like me, isn't it? You just write fully. So 0.5041, 0.5041. So I am arriving these values. Okay, let me see the number of digits after the decimal point. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then for point we will put 1, and there are 4 digits, so we will give 4 zeros. Then the decimal will be what? 10,000. 10,000. Then obviously the fraction will be what? 10,000. That means the denominator of the fraction will become what? 10,000. Then after that, if we omit this one, then we will get 5041. 5041. So that is the answer. Now come to question number E, 5.8. 5.8. 5.8. 5.8. So let me grab this value fast. Okay, you see how many digits are there after the decimal point? Only one digit, so we'll put 10, and for 1 it is for decimal. Okay, now the denominator will be what? 10. Obviously the numerator will be what? 58. If you omit this point, then it will become like what? 58. So I have written 58 by 10. So it is the answer of question number E. Now come to what? F. Now come to F. Now come to F, 6.06. 6.06. For 6.06 there are 2 digits, so we'll put 100. Then the denominator will become what? 100. Then the fraction will become what? 100 by what? 606. If you omit point, then it will become what? 606. So that is the answer. Now come to question number G, 78.251. 78.251. 251. Okay, 78.251. So there are 3 digits, so we'll put 3 zeros, and for decimal 1, so the denominator will be like this. And if you omit this one, then we will get 78251. That means 78,251. 78,251. So there are 3, so we put 3 zeros. Okay, now come to question number H. Now come to question number H. What is written? 99.0009. 99.000, then what? 9. Okay, so for this case, let us see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for point, for decimal will give 1. After that what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. So the denominator will be what? 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then obviously the fraction will become what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then if you omit this decimal point, then it will become 99,000,000, then 9. Okay, so this is the answer of question number H. Now come to question number what? 3. Write as decimal fractions. That means the opposite of question number what? 2. Earlier it was in the decimal, we have converted into fractions. Now these are given in the fractions, we should convert it into what? Decimal. That means we should convert this one into that one. That means opposite of question number 2. So let's see how to solve. So let's see how to solve. You see 3a. For 3a you see 27 by 10. 27 by 10. 27 by 10. You see there is a process, there is a short process for convert it into decimal. That means if you find the denominator multiples of 10, then you just convert like this. You just convert like this. This is only for the multiples of 10. So the question number 3, all are the multiples of 10. All the denominators are written in the multiple of 10. So we'll convert into decimal in this way. You see how to convert. You see there are 1 0. Okay, there are 1 0. Then we should go to the numerator. That means 1 0. That means we will put what? Decimal point before one digit number. That means before what? We will we'll write from right. We'll go from right to left. We'll go from right to left. That means 1 0. That means we'll put the point here. We'll put the point what? Here. 1 0. That means we'll put the point before 7. Okay. If it is like 2 zeros, suppose this one 27 by 100, then 2 zeros, then we'll put what? You see there are 2 digits, so the point will come what? Here. That means here we'll give what? Here. That means 2 zeros. That means 1 2. After before 2 digits we will put what? Point. And we should always go from right to left, not from left to right. If you give the point, or if you count the point from left to right, then it will become wrong. You just count from right to left. 1 digit, you see 1 0. That means we should place the decimal before 1 digit, and we should count from what? Right to left. That means we will go from there to there, right to left. Okay. So this is the decimal fraction. So this is the answer. Okay. So now go to B. So B, what is written? You see 58 by 10. So this system is only for the multiples of 10. If the denominator is the multiples of, if all the denominators are multiples of 10, not for others. Okay. So here you see 1 0. That means we will put before 1 digit number. So if we consider from right to left, then this is the 1 digit. So we'll put here. We'll put here point. We'll put here point. Now come to C. See what? 402 by 10. 402 by 10. In this case you see 1 0. So the point will come what? Here. That means 40.2. Now for D you see what? For D it will be what? 93 by 100. 93 by 100. Then it will become what? There are 2 zeros. Then we will put what? Decimal before 2 digit number. Before 2 digit, that means 1 2. Then the point will come what? Here. 1 2. Then the point will come here. And we should always count from right to left. You just Remember this one, if you forget this one to count from right to left, then it will become what? Wrong. Okay. Now come to question number E. 256 by 100. 256 by 100. So for this you see, there are two number of zeros. So the point will come where? Here. Before 2-digit number. That means 6 1 digit, 5 is the 2 digit. Let me write clearly. 2 digits. So the point will come here, and 2 it will remain as like that. Okay. So that is the system. Now come to question number F. Now come to F. F what? 750 by 1000. 750 by 1000. You see, in this case you see there are 3 zeros. So the point will, or to say, place before the 3 digits. That means before the 3, that means 1, 2, 3. So the point will come what? Here. So the point will come here. Okay. This is the system. You will count from right to left. Now come to question number G. Now come to question number E, F, G. For G, the question is written what? You see, 36 by 1000. 36 by 1000. 36 by 1000. So as like earlier, this one also will be same, but there is a little change. You see how there are 3 zeros. So the point will, so we'll put the point before 3-digit number, but you see in the numerator there are only 2-digit number. So by adding 0, we'll make it as what? 3 digits. After that we'll put 0. You see how? You see there are 2 digits in the numerator. So if you put 0 here, then if we put 0 here, then it will become 3 digits. Now we can put what to say? Decimal, because there are 3 digits, 3 zeros. So the decimal will be here. So the decimal will be after before 3 digits. Choosing from right to left. Okay. Now come to question number H. Let me wrap this portion. Question number H. 6423 by 10,000. 6423 by 10,000. By 10,000. That means you see how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the point, so we'll put the point before 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 digits. So before 4 digits. So if we count in the numerator, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then the point will come what? Here. That means 3, 2, 4, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the point will come here. This is the answer. Okay. It is H. 3H. Now come to I. I, you see, it's a mixed fraction. So first of all, we will what to say? Break the mixed fraction into the normal fraction. Then we will convert to decimal. Okay. Then we will convert to decimal fraction. So you see, in this case, first of all, we will convert this to fractions. Here it is in the mixed fraction. So how to convert? You just multiply these 2 digits and add this one. You add this one with the result. Okay, then 5 tens are what? 50. 50 plus 7 what? 57. That means 5 tens are what? 5 tens are 50. And 50 plus 7 what? 57. So we can write in the upper portion what? 57. And the denominator will be same. Whatever the denominator was earlier, it will remain as same. Just we'll make the numerator by multiplying these two numbers and adding these numbers. Okay. Now you see, now as usual earlier how we have done, we'll do this one. Okay. Now you see 1 0, so the point will come here. So 5.7 is the answer. 5.7 is the answer. Okay. Now come to question number J. Now come to question number J. Now come to, okay, you cannot see the blackboard here. Let me write here. Now come to question number J. The question is given what? 10, 39 by what? 10 and 39 by 100. So we'll break this one. 10 into 1000, just it will become like what to say? Okay, if we multiply, then we get 1000. Then if we add this one, then we'll get what? 9301. That means 1039. Then the numerator we get what? 1039, and the denominator will be same like questions. Same like what? Same like questions. Okay. So now you can convert as like earlier you can convert, no problem. There are 2 zeros, so the point will come before 2 digits. 39. Oh sorry, 39. 10.39. 10.39 as like earlier. Okay. Now come to question number K. K, what is written? You see, 397. 8397 by what? 1000. By 1000 or 10,000, you check. 1000. Okay. So if you multiply, then you will get what? 8000, and we will add this 397 with 8000. This is 8000, and if we add 397, then we will get what? 7938. Then 8397. Then we will get 8397 as numerator. 8397 as numerator, and the denominator will be the same. Now you see there are 1 2 3, so 1 2 3, so the point will come here before 3. So 8.397 is the required answer. Now come to question number L. Now come to question number L. What? 60. Then 77 by what? 77 by 1000. 77 by 1000. So you just break this one, then we will get what? If you multiply, then you get, you just 6 ones are 6 and put 1 2 3 4 zeros. 1 2 3 4 zeros. Okay. Then we got what to say? 77. Then we will add 77. Then it will become what? 77006. That means 60077. 60077. 60077 by 1000. Now we can do this as like earlier. 1 2 3. Then 1 2 3. So the point will come like that. 60 point. Let me check the question. It is written 600. Yes, correct. No problem. 60.077 is the answer. 60.077 is the answer. So now come to question number 4. So before doing question number 4, I will discuss how to name or how to give the or how to write the place value of a decimal. Suppose if I take example like 2, 8, 7 point what 1, 2, 9. Okay, so generally we give the place value like you see ones, tens, hundreds. Ones, tens, hundreds. We generally used to like how ones, tens, hundred, like ones, tens, hundred. Okay, but then we can write it is 2 hundreds, 8 tens and 7 ones. These are the place value of this 287. Okay, but to give the name, the digits which are written after the decimal point, we just write their place value in this way. You see, here we start the place value with ones, but here we will start the place value with tens. Just to remember, this will become what? Tens. And you just keep in mind that when we will write the place value of the digits which are written after the decimal point, we will add this THS. After the end of the words, we will add what? THS. Suppose for 1 we will write what? 1, what? It is in the 10th place, so we will write 1 TE and THS, tens. T and THS, tens. You see, the difference is that before decimal point we count the first digit as ones, but after decimal point the first digit start with tens, not with ones, with tens. Like tens, then after tens what come? 100. So it will be, here will come what? 100. THS, hundredth. HUNDREDTH, HUNDREDTH, you don't forget to write THS. If you don't write THS, then it will become what? Wrong. And it will become what? 9. The place value of 9 will become what? Thousands. THOUSAND. After that we will write what? THS. Okay, so this is the process how to write the place value of a decimal fractions. For whole numbers we write the place value as like earlier, but after the decimal point what are the digits, we should write in that way whatever I discussed just now. You just remember this one. Okay, now come to question number 4. Now come to question number 4. You see, 10 hundredths. That means 10 hundred, that means equals to dash tens. That means in 10 hundredths how many tens are there, we have to find. You see, okay, before that let me discuss another thing. You see, suppose 23.68. So we can write like this one. If you write this one in the expanded form, then you can write this one like that, 20 plus 3, because 23 are the whole numbers and these are the decimal. We write like this, 20 plus 3. Okay, that means 2 in the what? Tens position, so we multiply by 10. So if you multiply 2 by 10, then we will get what? 20. So I wrote 20, and here 3 is in the ones place. So if you multiply 3 with 1, then we will get what? 3. So I write 3. After decimal we will write what? And, or we can write anything, what to say, and, or we can write plus. Okay, no need of writing and, you write plus. And for this we will write what? We will just, what to say, divide. You see, 6 is in the place of what? Tenths. TENTHS. We know that after the decimal the first digit is placed in the what? Tenths. That means we will write what? Tenth. That means we will divide by 10. That means we will write 6 by 10. It is in the hundredth, so it will become what? 8 by 100. Okay, but in the whole portion, that is in the integral portion, we will just what? Multiply. But after the decimal portion we will just divide. You see, I can write this one like that. You see, 20, that means ones, tens, that means 2 into 10, plus 3 is in the position of what? Ones, so we will write 3 into 1. Now we can write, what to say, 2 into 10, that means 20, plus 3 into 1 means 3, as like earlier I wrote. Okay, I think what to say, you have understood this one, how to write this one in the expanded form. Okay, this is the expanded form of 23.68. okay, whenever you will get the whole numbers, you just multiply the place value with the digits. That means 3 in the ones place, so we will multiply with 1. 2 is in the tens place, tens, TENS, tens place, so we will, what to say, multiply with 10. But after decimal, just we will divide, okay, with the place. That means 6 in the tenth, TENTHS, tenths place, so we will divide by tens. And 8 in the what? 8 is in the hundredths place, so we will divide by hundreds. That is the difference. Okay, I hope that you have understood. Okay, now you see how to solve question number 4a. You see, 10 hundredths, that means what? 10 hundredths, 10 hundredth. You see, THS what? THS is there, so we will divide. If we find THS, then just we will divide. Hundredth, that means we will divide what? By 100. Okay, so we have to find what? That means in 10 hundredths, how many ones are there? Okay, if you want to find ones, that means you see, now if you cancel, you see 0 and 0, we can cancel 0 and 0. You see, if we cancel this 0 and this 0, then we get what? 1 by 10. That means this one 1 by 10. 1 by 10 we can write what? Tenth. Then you can write what? Tenth. So sorry, it is not tenth, it is tenth. Tenth, TENTHS, tenths. That means in 10 hundredths, how many tenths are there? That means what? 1 tenths are there. You can write 1 by, you see, if I cancel this 0, then here remain 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 we can write what? Tenth, 1 tenth. That means we can write what? 1, and this divide tenth, that means what? We can write tenth, TENTHS. As I said earlier, if it is division, then we write what? Tens, as I discussed earlier. So in 10 hundredths, how many tens are there? Tens are there. So 1 tens are there. So we'll write what? 1. So that is the answer of 4A. 4A answer will be what? Tens. So you just write like this. Here in the question it is said you just have to fill in the blanks. Okay. For understanding I have written all these things, but you don't write all these things. You write answer like in the dash you write 1 10. 1 tens. That is the answer. Now for B you see. For B what written? 10 thousands equals to 1. Sorry, dash thousands equals to 100. That means how many thousands THS makes 100. Okay, you see this is thousands because THS is there, so we'll divide by 1000. So to make it 100, hundredth, that means 100, that means what? 1 by 100. To make it this one by 100, we have to what to say? Omit this 0. We have to cancel this 0. So if we want to cancel this 0, then if we multiply here 10, if you multiply here what? 10, then you can cancel this 0 and this 0. Okay, then we will get what? 1 by 100th. 1 by 100th. So that means the answer will be what? Dash thousands equals to 100. That means we can write what? 10, because we have multiplied what? 10 with what to say? 1 with 100 with thousands we have multiplied what? 10. So the answer will be what? 10. To make it 100 we multiplied what? 10. So the answer will be what? 10. So in dash you write what? 10 100. So this is the answer. 10. Oh, sorry, not 10,000. I have written wrongly. Write 10 thousands. 10 thousands. Okay. Now come to question number C. Question number C, you see, dash equals 10 dash equals to 1. That means we have to what? We have to write only 1. That means 1 is a what? Integral number. That is part. That is, we can say that it's a whole number. 1. That means whole number. Not a fraction number. It's just a what? Whole number. So with 10, which number should be multiply or should be divided or should be subtracted or add to get what? 1. To get 1 as whole number. So simply you see, if I write 1 by 10, then this is the numerator, then 10 into 1 means what? 10, and here it is nothing is given, so you assume that there is 1 in the denominator. So 10 into 10 again what? 10. Now if I cancel, then 10 ones are 10, so you got what? 1. That means if I multiply 1 by 10 with the 10, then you will get what? 1. Then you will get what? 1. So the answer will be what? 1 by 10 means what? 1 by 10 means what? 10th. We call it as what? 10th, because 1 0 is there, so we call it as what? 10th. So the answer will be what? 10. What's that? 10 what? Tenths. It will be the answer. 10 tenths equals to 1. How you see? 10 tenths. That means 10 and tenths. In case of tenths, I can write what? Tenths means what? We should divide 1 by 10. So if you cancel, then we will get what? 1. This is the answer you have got. Okay, so that is the answer, 10 tenths. I hope that you have understood. Okay, now come to question number D. But the question is given that just only we should fill up. Now come to question number 10. What is it? 10 thousands THS. THS is there. That means there we should divide. Okay. So we'll write like that. 10 thousands. THS is there. So 10 thousands. Okay, 10 thousands. Now if I cancel this 0 and this 0, then we'll get what? 1 by only 1000. So 1 by 1000 in decimal, we name it as what? We name it as 1000 THS. You don't forget to write THS. If you don't write THS, then it will, what to say, look like, what to say, 1000, and 1000 and thousands are not same, as I said earlier. Okay, so what we got? What? 1 by 1000, that means what? 1000 DTHS. You don't forget to write THS. Okay, so the answer of question number D will be what? 10 thousands THS equals to what? 1. Here it is given already 1, so we'll write what? Thousands. So the answer will be thousands, THOUS, A and DTHS. You don't forget to write THS. Okay, again and again I am telling, if you forgot to write, then it will become wrong. Okay, now come to question number E. These all are same, you can write. So these all are same, you can write. You see question number E, what written? You see in question number E, 75 hundredths. That means 7 is in the what? 10th position, and 5 is in the what? 100th position. So you can feel like what to say? 7, and after that what? This one will be what? 5. So for F, it will become like that. For F, it will become what? Dash hundredths. So in dash you will write 4, and in thousands you will write what? 2. And for G, what you will write? The place value of 5 will be what? Tens. So you write in place of dash, you write what? 5 tens. Then after that you write what? In place of hundreds, dash hundreds, in place of dash hundreds, you write what? 3. And in place of dash thousands, you write 7, because 7 is in the thousands place. So he wrote. Okay. Now come to question number 5. 2.87. So it is the opposite of question number 4. You see, 5 what? 2.78. Then we have to write here. You see, the question is given, right? Dash ones plus dash ones plus dash tenth, T and THS, tenths plus dash dash hundreds, HU and DREDTHS, hundreds. So the question is given, so you have to fill up the gaps. You see, ones, that means which digit is placed in ones? We can see what? 2, because the place 1 is placed before, what to say, a decimal point, and before the decimal point the first position is called what? Ones. So in the first position 2 is written, so we'll write what? 2. Then after that what? Tens. Tens, that means after the decimal point the first digit is placed in tens place, so we'll write what? 7. And in hundred place 8 is written, so we'll write what? 8 hundredths. Okay. So for B it will be same like you see. So just I am writing what? 38.065. So in dash you write 3 tens, that means dash tens plus dash ones plus 0 plus dash tens plus dash hundredths plus dash what? Plus dash thousands. So we can write what? So we can write here, you can write in tens it is 3, in ones it is 8, and in tens it is 0, so we'll write 0, and in 100 it is 6, and in 1000 it is 5. Okay, so it is the answer of question number C. And now come to question number B. Now come to question number C. Okay, I am not writing the questions, you just write the answer. Okay, for this one this 2, well, let me write, otherwise you will not understand. You see the question is given what? 921.506, 921.506. Then I have to write what? Here given the place value, that is 900 D 900ths. It is not THS, hundreds only, that means the place value of 9 it is written. Then I have to write the place value of what? 2. The place value of 2 will be what? Tens. So place value of 2 will be tens. Then after that the question is given, I have to write the place value of what? 1. So the place value of 1 is ones, so I'll write what? Ones. After that I have to write the place value of what? 5. The place value of 5 is what? Tenths, because it is placed after the decimal in the first position. So for that it is what? 5. It will be what? Tenth, TENTHS, tenths. Then for 0 it will become what? 0 it will become 100, HUNDREDTHS, hundreds. And for 6 it will become what? Thousands, THOUSANDTHS. Okay, that is the answer of C. Now come to question number 6. Okay, now come to question number 6. Write each of these as decimal fractions. Write in the short form. That means we have, that is written in the 5 tens, 7 ones, 2 tens plus 6 hundredths. Then you have to write it in the short form. So write how to write in the short form. You just see how to convert. 6a. You see first written what? 5 tens. That means we have to multiply with 10, because it is not TENTHS. If it is TENTHS, then we will divide by 5 by 10. But here it is what? Tens, TENS tens, so we will multiply. That means simply you can say that 5 is written before the decimal point. Yes, before the decimal point. So after that you see plus 7 ones, that means 7 into 1. Then plus 2 tenths. Now you see 2 tenths, that means we will divide by 10. Then 6 hundredths, that means we will divide by what? 100. Now we can write, you see 50 into 10, that means 50, plus 7 into 1 means what? 7. And we can what to say? If we divide, then we will get what? 2, as I what to say shown you in question number what to say 3, write as decimal fraction. I have already done this 2 by 10, how to write 2 by 10 as 0.2 already I have discussed. You see there is one digit, so the 0.2 will come before one digit number. Okay, so 0.2. After that you see there are 2 digits, so it will come as like that. You see there are 1 digit, so to make it 2 digits we will put 1 0 here, then it will come like that. Okay, six hundredths. Okay, now we can write what 50 plus 7, then 57. Okay, 57. And in case of this one you see 0.2, that means after point it is written, that means it is written in the what 10th place, so you don't give what plus, you just give point. And 2 is written after 10th place, that means this is the appropriate place of 2, because after point this is the 10th place. Okay, and it is written in the what 10 hundredth. You see point is there, so 10 hundredth, so this is the point. So if it is 10th, then this place is what hundredth, so we'll put here 6. Okay, so the answer will be what 5.26. If you forgot to write, or if you forget to write, then you can do like that. You see 0.2 plus 0.06, you can add like that, you can add also like that, no problem, isn't it? But this type of addition you will do in the next chapter, so for that reason you just do like this. If you can do like this, then also no problem, the answer will be correct. You see by maintaining the decimal point in the same position you write. You see 0.26, then 0.06, then 57. This 57 I can write, you see 57 I can write in decimal like that, 57.00, because this 0 has no meanings, isn't it? So I can write what 0 0, and here point I should maintain the same place, then 7 5, then if I add, then I will get what 6 2, then point, then 7, then 5. This way also I can write. Okay, anyway you can do it. Okay, no problem. But this system of adding you will get in the next chapter. Okay, now come to question number B. Now come to question number B. Now come to question number B. You see 6 ones, 6 ones, 6 ones, that means 6 into 1, not 6 ones plus 5 tenth, that means 5 by 10, plus what 0 100, that means 0 by 100, plus what 5 thousands, that means what like that thousands. So I can write 6 into 1 means 6. Okay, and if I divide by this one, then I'll get what 0.5. Okay, 0.5. Then after that I'll get what, if you what to say you'll get what like 0.00. Okay, after that you'll get what, if you divide, then you'll get what, then the point will come here. You see 1 2 3, then it will become like one digit is there, so we'll add 2 zeros to make it 3 digits, so it will come like that. You see now we can do as like earlier. I think it will be easy for you to do. You see 6 is there, so I can convert this 6 into whole number into decimal by adding 2 zeros. So you see 0.00 then 0.005. So now, oh, I missed this 0.5. Oh, you just write 0.5 also. I have missed this 0.5. So write 0.5, then after that 0.00, then after that 0.005. So here you see it is 5000, that means 0, and 05500, that 0500, that means 5, and what it is, then I can write what, 6.505. Now come to C. 8 hundreds, that means 8 into 100, plus 9 tens, that means 9 into 10, plus what? Plus what you see? Okay, let me write clearly. See what? 8 hundreds, that means plus 9 into 10, 9 tens, plus 5 into 1, plus 0 by 10th, plus 0 by 100, plus 2 by thousands. So as like earlier, you will get like what, 800 plus 90 plus 5. Here you will get what, 0.0 plus 0.00. You don't give point, you just like right leg, plus what, 0.002. So as like earlier how I showed addition, if you add like that, then you will get the answer like what, 895.002. You will get 895.002. That is the answer. Okay, if you add, then you will get, as like earlier I have, how I have shown, if you add like this, then you will get this answer. Okay, now come to question number 7. Fill in the blanks with short form, that is in the decimal form. So it is easy as like earlier. So you see how to convert. You see 7 1, you see 1 plus what, 1 plus 3 by 10, 1 plus 3 by 10, 1 plus 3 by 10 plus 5 by 10, then it will come like that. You see 1, that means there is no denominator, that means it is a whole number. Then we will, and the whole number is, you just give a decimal, and you see 1, then there is no denominator, that means we can say that 1 is a whole or integral part, and the integral part are placed before the decimal. So we'll write here 1. Okay, and 3 by 10, that means 10, that means 3 is just after the point, and 5 by 100, that means 5 is after 3. So that is the answer if you convert like. Okay, now for B you see what, 20 plus 6 plus 4 by 10 plus 7 by 100. Okay, now if you add these 20 and 6, because they have no denominators, so obviously these are the integral parts, and the integral parts are written before the decimal. So 20 plus 6, it will be what, 26. Okay, then 4 tenths, that means this is the appropriate place for tenth, and 100, that means 7 will be there, because after point this is called 4 tenth and it is called 700th. So for that reason, this reason I have written what, this one, 26.47. Now come to question number C. 50 plus 8 plus what, 0 by 10 plus 0 by 100 plus 5 by what, 1000. Okay, so as like earlier you see 50 and 8 are the integral part, so we will put here decimal and we will write 50 plus 8 here what, 58, and you see 0 in the 10th, then we will place 0 here, then this is in the 100th place, so we'll put here 100, and this is in the 1000th place, so we'll put here 5. So we'll put here 5. So this is the answer. Now come to question number D. So question number D is like 5, you just do at your home. Now I will show question number E. You can do at your home, and if you cannot solve, then you just call me at night. I will make you understand, or I will give you the solutions. Okay, just for practice I have given you question number D. Okay, here it is. You see 400 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 by 10 plus 3 by 100 plus 0 by 1000 plus what? 7 by 10,000. Okay, now you see this 0 and 2 and 400 are the integral parts. These are the integral parts. So integral parts are written what? Before the decimal. Suppose this is the decimal, so we'll write 400 plus 0, that means 400, plus 2, that means 402. 402. And this one is written, that is in the 10th place, THS, 10th place, that is after the decimal. Whatever if you find the denominator as 10, 100,000, then we will write after the decimal. That means 1 is placed after the decimal, then 3 is in the 100th place, then this is the 100th place, and 0 is in the 1000th place, so it will come here, and 7 is in the 10,000 place, so it will come here. Okay, so the answer will be what? 402.1307. Don't write, don't say like this 1307, it will become wrong. You have to say what? 1307. So that is the answer. I have given the point, you see. So this is the point. Okay, now come to question number 8. Write in the expanded form for the decimal parts. Write the values as common fractions. That means now the question is given in this way, we have to write in that way. That means we have to write in the expanded form. It is given in the decimal form, then we have to write in the expanded form. I think you have understood. If you don't practice at home, then you will not get more marks in examination. Okay, whatever I am doing, you just practice at your home more and more, so that you can score a handsome mark. You see 8a, what is written? 9.6. Then you have to expand it. Okay, you see, I have said earlier, you see, before decimal point these are called integral parts, and after decimal point these are called what? Decimal part. So 9 is written in the what? 10th, what to say, 1's place, so we'll write what? 9, and after that we'll give what? Plus sign. Then after decimal 6 is there, so 6 is placed in the 10th place, 10th place, so we'll divide by 10, because as I said earlier that what, if you want to write the place value after the decimal point, then we should divide by the place value. That means it is in the 10th place, so we'll divide by 10th. Okay, now for B you see is like this one. For B you see 5.38, so it will become like that, 5 plus 3 by 10 because it is in the 10th place, plus 8 by 100 because it is in the 100th place. Okay, now come to C, what? 23.01, so it will become like that, 20 plus 3 plus 0 by 10 plus what? 1 by 100. Okay, that is the answer of now. Write question number D. Okay, let me solve here. D, you see what written? 65.425. So 65 you can write 60 plus 5, or directly also you can write 65. Okay, no problem. 60 plus 5 but in the question it is written you have to write in the expanded form, so for that reason you have to write 60 plus 5. Now you cannot write 65 directly, you have to write 60 plus 5 in this way. Plus 4, that means in the 10th place we will divide by 10th, 2 in the 100th place, so we will divide by 100, and 5 in the 1000th place, so we will divide by 1000. So that is the answer. Now come to question number E. You see 450.3075. So you see 4 is in the 100th place, so we will write 400. It will not cover in this place. Okay, let me have and write. Okay, this question will not cover. Okay, right, you see 450.3075. So for that reason you see 450, okay, then 4 is in the 100th place, 5 in the 10th place, and 0 in the 1 place. So you can write like that. Plus you see plus what? You see 3 is in the 10th place, so we will divide by 10 because 3 is after the decimal. Okay, plus 0 by 100, plus 7 by thousands, plus 5 by 10,000s. Okay, okay, 10,000. So that is the answer of question number E. Now come to question number 9. Question number 9 is that you have to write the, again you have to write the place value of the given digits for the decimal parts. Write the value as common fractions. As like question number 8, you have to write the place value. Okay, I will show 2 or 3 from your questions. Rest you can practice at your home, no problem. Okay, okay, first of all I am showing question number 9A. Okay, you see this question number 9A, you see what? 132.45. Then we have to find the place value of 4. Then place value of 4 will be what? You see 4 is written after the decimal, so it will become what? That means the place value of this one was 10th, so we will divide by 10 because it is written after the decimal. So after the decimal, what we wish to do? We wish to divide by what? By the place value. That means the place value is 10th, so we will divide by 10th. Okay, now we have to find the place value of what? Place value of 4, then 5, then 3, then 1. This I have to find. Then place value of 5 will be what? It is in the 100th place, so I will divide by 100. Okay, and for 3 you see, for 3 before the decimal, now what to say? Generally we multiply the number with the place value. That means 3 is written in 10th place, so we will multiply by 10, then we will get what? 30. Okay, and for 1 it is written in the 100, so we will multiply by 100, then we will get what? 100. Okay, so that is the answer of question number 9A. Okay, 9A, this is the answer. Okay, okay, now question number B you can do at your home. Question number C also you can do. I am doing the longest one, that is D and F. D, F and G I will show. D, F and G I will show. Okay, D, in D you see what written? 4,080.0507. Then I have to find the place value of what? 4. Then I have to find the place value of what? 4. Then the place value of 4 will be what? It is before the decimal, so we will multiply the place value. You see 1, 1s, 10s, 100, 1000. That means we have to multiply, but we have to multiply 1s, 10, 100, 1000. So we will multiply by 1000, they will get what? 4000. Then we have to find the place value of what? 8. Then we have to find the place value of 8. 8 is written in the tens place. So we will multiply by what? So we multiply by 8 by 10. So we will get what? 80. Now we have to find the place value of what? 5. Then place value of 5 will be what? Place value of 5 will be what? You just write here place value. Place value. Okay, I forgot to write. You just write place value. Okay, let me show. You just write place value. Place value of place value of what? 4 equals to what? 4 into 1000, that is 4000. Like this you write. Here also you write place value of 8 like that. Place value of 8 equals to 8 into what? 8 into 10, that means 80. Again you write place value of what? Place value of what? We have to find. Then place value of what? 5. That means 5 is written after the decimal. So after the decimal, what we do? We don't multiply with what? We divide. Okay. Then place value of what? 5 will be what? Place value of 5 will be, if we divide, then we will get what? Tenths, hundredths. So we will divide by what? 100. Okay. Now we have to find the place value of what? Place value of 6. Sorry, not 6. We have to find the place value of what? 10 hundredth. Oh, I have written 1000. You just make correction. Here it is, you see 10 hundredth. So we will divide by 100. I have written 10 extra. So you just cut it and correct it. Okay. Now you see, we have to find the place value of what? We have to find the place value of 7. You see, that is the last one. Okay, that is the last one. You see, 10, tenth, hundredth, okay, thousands, 10,000s. That means the place value of 7 will be what? 10,000s. That means we will divide by 10,000s. Okay, that is the place value. Okay. Now I will show 9G. Now I will show what? 9G. F also you can do as like D. Okay. Now I will show question number G. These all are same. You can do like that. These all are same. Okay. You see number G. You see the question is given 0.9876, 0.9876. So in this case, first of all you have to find the place value of what? Place value of 6, then 7, then 8, then 9. You have to find the place value of 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So how we will do? You see just. Okay, then write place PLSE, place value, place value, place value of what? First of all you have to find place value of what? 6. Place value of 6 will be what? You see, 10th, 100th, 10th, 100th, thousandth, 10,000s. That means 6 by 10,000s. Okay, that is the answer. Now come to the place value of 7. Place value of 7 will be what? You see, 10th, 100th, thousands. So we'll divide by what? Thousands. Okay. Now place value of what? 8. Place value of 8 will be what? You see, 10 100, that means we will divide by 100. Now place value of, I am not writing, instead of writing I am giving the symbol of do, isn't it? Then place value of what? Place value of, we have to find the place value of 9. It is written in the 10th, so we'll divide by what? 10th. So that is the answer. Now come to question number 10. That is, now come to question number 10. Fill in the blanks with the symbols. Then you have to put the symbols. You see how to compare, isn't it? How to compare. You have to compare, then you have to put the symbol. You see, if suppose if I take an example 4.74 and 4.38, you see, let me clear the board, then it will be, first of all, you see how to compare. You see I have written 2 decimal fractions, so how to compare this one? First you compare with the integral part, so these are the integral parts, okay? First you compare with the integral parts, then you compare with the decimal part. You see here both the integral parts are same, so no need of comparing. You compare the what? Decimal part. So 74 and 38, so obviously 74 is greater than 38, so this one will be what? Greater. So if the question come like that, you have to put the symbol, then I'll put this greater sign, because this is bigger, because 74 is greater than 38, so for that reason I use the symbol greater than, okay? Now another thing is there, you see, if the 2 decimal fractions are given like that, you see 4.00, okay, 4.00, or you see like 4.300 and 4.3. You see here in this question, you see both the integral parts are same, but if you compare the decimal, now you should compare the decimal part, but you see in the decimal part it is not like decimal. As I discussed earlier, what is like decimal? Like decimal or not equivalent decimal. Like decimal and equivalent, you can say that same things we can say, isn't it? So this is not what? A like decimal, because like decimal, what do we say about the like decimal? We said that after the decimal point, how many digits are there? 3 digits, but there is 1 digit, so for that reason 1 digit, so for that reason it is not a like decimal. So by adding 0 we can make it as what? Like decimals or equivalent decimals, isn't it? Suppose 4.32 and it is 3.6, okay, then I can what to say, make it as equivalent decimal or like decimal, like that. You see here I can write 4.32 and I should make this one 4.6, so then I'll put 1 0, then it will become what? Like decimals. You see now before decimal 1 digit and after the decimal 2 digits, so we can say that these are like decimals, okay? Now we can compare, okay? Now you come to question number 10a. You see question number 10a, what written? You see 0.25, then in the circle you have to put symbol, and 0.25. You see 0.25 and 0.25 are the same. As I said in the first portion of the class, we can add on either end sides of a decimal number. We can add zeros on the what? Either end sides of a decimal number. That means I can put 0 here also, or I can put 0 here also. These are like decimals, okay? No problem, it will not affect the decimal number, okay? So for that reason 0.25 and 25 are equal, so I will say that. So you will use the symbol, this one equal. You see 3.47, 3.74 and 3.47. You see 3.74 and 3.47. You see here the integral part are same and the decimal part you see 74 and 47. So obviously 74 is greater. So we will use the symbol this one. We will use the symbol greater than. For C you see what? 56.2 and 50.62. So first of all we will make it as like fraction. You see it is given like that 50.2 and in this symbol you have to put a 50.62. So first of all we will make it what? We will make it as like fraction like that. You see 56.2 and sorry, no need of making it like fraction. Before that we have to check what? Before that we have to check the integral portion. You see here if you check the integral portion, then obviously you see 56 is greater than 50, then no need of checking the other portion of the decimal. First of all you see if the integral part is greater, then from the integral part directly you can give the answer. So 56 is greater than this one, so I can use the symbol this one directly. If integral parts are same, then we will go for the decimal part. Okay, as like earlier I have done. Now come to 8.3 and 8.300. Just this case whatever I discussed. So in this case you see 8.3 and 8.300, 8.3 and 8.300. That means the integral parts are same and the decimal parts are not same. So we will put 0 to make it like decimals. Now you can see, both are same. So you can write what? Equal. Now come to question number E. Question number E what? 89.123 and 89.321. You see both the integral part are same. Now if we compare what? Now if we compare the decimal part. Then you get 3291 is greater than 123. So obviously we shall put this symbol because 89123 is less than what? 89321. Okay. Now come to question number F. So can you able to see this one? Okay, let me write again, you will understand. If you don't able to see, then you see I am writing again E, it will be what? This symbol. Okay, because 89123 is less than what? 89321. Now come to question number F. You see for question number F it will become like that 15 and 14.99. So obviously if we compare the integral part, then 15 is greater than 49. So obviously 15 is greater, so we will use the greater symbol. Okay, then for G you see it is for F, and for G you see what? 113.4 and 11.34. So obviously 113 point, that is the integral part, 113 is greater than 11. So obviously we will put this symbol, greater symbol. Okay, for H you see 32.00 and 32. It is like the question number D, 32.00 and 32, both are same. As I said earlier, if we put 0, then it will become like fractions. So now you see both the things are equal, so we can give the equal sign. Okay, now come to question number 11. The question number 11, you see we have to write the decimals in the ascending order. Okay, so the question is given what? You see, so the question is given what? You see the question is given 11A. The question is given what? 5.8, then 5.08, then 5.81, then 5.081, then 5.801. So you see there are so many decimals are there which are unlike decimals. So first of all we will make them what? Like decimals or equivalent decimal. So writing or making, not writing, you just write making it equivalent decimal, making it, not making them, equivalent decimal, making it what? Equivalent decimal, isn't it? Making it equivalent decimal, making it equivalent decimal numbers. So how to make equivalent decimal numbers? First of all, you will see in the after the decimal portion, you see in 5.801 you see there are 3 decimals, there are 2 decimals, there are 2 decimals, and there are 2 decimal numbers. That means 3 digits, 2 digits, 1 digits. That means the highest is 3 digits. So we'll make all the decimals in 3 digits. That means we'll put or we'll make the decimal part as 3 digits. Okay, then 5.8, then 1 digit is there, so make it 3 digits, we'll put 20. Okay, now 5.08, already 2 is there, so we'll put only 1. Okay, then 5.81, so we'll put only 0. Okay, then 5.081, it is already 3 digits, so we'll write directly 5.801. Now you see, you can compare, you see all the integral part are same, so you see, so you compare the what? Decimal part, decimal part. You see 801, that means we have to write from where? We have to write from what? We have to write from the small one to the bigger one. That means we will start from the smaller to bigger, isn't it? That is called ascending order. So the first will come what? You see it is 800 and it is, you see, 80 only. So this is the first one. So we will write what? In ascending order, ASCE. Oh, I have written wrong. ASCE and DING in ascending order. Now I can write in ascending order. How? You see, in ascending order I can write what? First this one 5.080. Okay, after that which one is greater? You see it's a 2 digits number. After that you see 810, and you see after 80 it is this one 81, so I can write 5.081. After that I can write what? This one 801, 800. I can write what? 5.800. After that I can write this one 800, then next what? 801. 5.801. After 801, which one will be bigger? This one. After write, you just write here 5.810. So which is in the ascending order. Okay. One. Okay, it is correct. Now come to question number B of 11. Now come to question number B of 11. You can do as I show, as I have shown in 11A, you can do question number B, isn't it? You can do question number B at your home. Okay. Now come to question number 12. Number B you can do at your home as like this one, exact. Okay, you see in 11 question number B, the highest digits after the decimal is 4. So you make all the decimal part 4 digits, then you compare, then you can get the answer. Okay. Now 12, you see 12 also like that. I will do only one. You can practice B at your home. Okay, there are 2 questions is there, 12A and 12B, and B you can practice at your home. If you cannot, then you can send me, no problem, I will help you. Obviously I will help you. Okay, you see it is written like that, 0.090, 0.090, then 0.0091, then what, 0.89, 0.89, then you see what, 0. What, 0.0, 0.099, 0.0899, 0.0899. Now we have to write this decimal fractions in descending order. Descending order means the opposite of ascending order. We have to write from bigger to smaller. You see, so write, making it as like earlier, making them in equivalent decimal. Okay, if you make it in equivalent decimal, then you have to see after the decimal point how many highest digits are there. You see 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4, that means highest decimals are what, 4 digits. Then we will make all the remaining 2 digits and 3 digits, will make it 4 digits. Okay, so write 0.090, it is 3 digits, so if you add another 0, then it will become 4 digits. Okay, after that 0.0097, it is already in the 4 digits, so no need to write again. 0.89, it is in the 2 digits, so if we add 20, then it will become what, 4 digits. After that you write, you see 0.0899, it is already in the 4 digits. Now you write, now it will be easier for you to compare. Now write in descending order, DESCENDING, in descending order, we can write what, in descending order, that means we have to see which one is the highest one. You see all the integral part are same, so we will leave the integral part, then we will compare to the decimal part. So you see which one is the highest one. You see this is 3 digit, this is 2 digit, and this is 4 digit, and this one is also 3 digit, so this one is the highest one. So we will write what, 0.8900. Okay, this one. After that, which one? After that you see 899 and 900. I think this one is highest, so write this one. Okay, after that this one 0.0899, and after that this 2 digit. Okay, you can check. First one is what to say, that means 0.89. you see 0.89, so I can write 0. In place of, you see 0.8900, in place of 0.8900 I can write what, 0.89, because this is the equivalent fraction of this one. So directly I can write 0.89. okay, and in place of 0.900 I can write what, 0.090, because I have added 1 0 for making it equivalent decimal. So this was the main decimal number, so I'll write what, 0.090. after that what, after that I'll write what, you see 0.0899, that means this one. So this one, it is already written as same, so I'll write what, I'll write what, same. Okay, after that which one, this one. So this one is already written same, so we'll put as same. So you check once, I shall also check 0. We'll to compare with the questions. You see 0.89, 0.89, then 0.090, 0.090, then 0.0899, 0.0899, and the last one is 0.0097, 0.0097, which is your answer. Okay, so today up to this, and whatever I have given, you just practice at your home. 2 or 3 sums I have given for practice from this exercise, so you have to practice at your home, and if you cannot find solution, you may to say call me at night from 8 to 10 p.m. okay, I will help you. And today up to this, and this is the end of this chapter number 10, chapter number 9. So in the next class we will start a new chapter. Okay, thank you, best of luck.